Hello and welcome. This is the first episode of a new Wurm Online series that I'm hoping to make. It's called Finders Keepers. So basically, I've been playing Wurm Online for a very long time and I have quite a few characters, but it's been a while since I started fresh. So I wanted to start a new challenge mode version of the game, and I'm calling it Finders Keepers. Now, I've made a brand new character. We're in the tutorial place right here. This character is going to not do the tutorial. You can bypass it and just leave, I believe. I don't know who this person is here. So anyway, I'm going to be playing on the Northern Freedom Islands, which is not where I normally play. I normally play on the southern ones. I'm going to be playing on the most populated server at the time of this recording. That would be Cadence. So we're going to be playing on Cadence. Now, Finders Keepers has some very specific rules. Let me just get them up here. All right. So the rules for Finders Keepers. We can only use what we find. That is the main gist of this challenge. That means no crafting. We cannot craft anything ourselves. We have to find it in order to use it. Coins must also be found. That means we cannot just pay for premium or buy a deed. We must find the coins. Foraging and botanizing counts as finding for this challenge. We cannot buy directly from players. I'm going to say merchants are okay. So if we happen to find a bunch of coin and then we find a merchant to buy from, that is okay. But we cannot commission anything from another player, which is how I would normally go about things. So once we've finished the tutorial, we're going to remove everything that the tutorial leaves us with, and we're going to drop it on the ground. And we're going to start with absolutely nothing. That means no gear, no weapons, no tools, no bags, no water skins, no nothing. And we're going to have to wander around and find everything in order to progress. So let's get started here. Let me turn off. Boop, there we go. All right. So I don't remember how to bypass the tutorial. I'm pretty sure we can. But I don't remember how. And I don't even know if I've done the tutorial lately. I think I have. So you can hit I and open our inventory, see all these goodies in here. We're not. It wants us to activate our shovel to continue. Now it wants us to activate a hatchet to continue. Okay. Can't we just like go right to the end? I think we can just go to the end. I'm actually not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we can just walk. Now it wants us to activate our pickaxe. So activating things just means double clicking it. Oh look, somebody has made some plates on the ground. Also, as part of this Finders Keepers, we're not going to be able to pick up anything around the starter village. So we will have to not do that. So it wants us to equip our weapons and armor and all that good stuff. So we will do that. We're going to be, again, dropping it all on the ground anyway. We're not going to be taking it with us. I mean, we will take it, but... Alright. Are we at the end yet? Not yet. Oh, there's quests now? That's adorable. I haven't played the starter in a very long time, so I'm not used to this stuff. Head this way to the mine. Well, I don't want to go to the mine. How do we leave? Is there a giant crystal somewhere normally that we click? Pops us into it. Oh, there we go. These things. That's what I'm looking for. The server portals. I forgot they made like a whole starter area now. A new server just for starting people. It's called Guidance. Completely forgot that we're actually on Guidance. Alright. We're gonna click F. Ah. Okay, so we can't actually leave for 8 minutes. Okay. I guess we're waiting around for 8 minutes. Let's interject like some 8 minutes later text here, and I'll just pause this for a second. Alright, so 8 minutes later, it lets us pick our server. So we are going to go to Cadence, which is in the Northern Freedom Isles. I had to make sure I was recording. There's somebody like slaughtering a cow somewhere. So Harmony, Cadence, and Melody are the ones we have access to. We're going to go to Cadence, which is the largest one. So there's 2 starter towns. There's Encore down here, and there's Sonata. So since we want to be fairly central, we'll start right in the middle. There we go. All right, we are here. Okay, now we need to get rid of all our stuff. Everything. All our gear. There we go, we're just taking everything. Our backpack. Oh, I'm gonna miss not having a backpack. Oh, our tent. Everything. Everything that we're able to drop at least. We're going to drop it on the ground. Alright, so it doesn't want to let us drop a tent because we're in a starter town. We're gonna use the mirror, why not? It lets us change our appearance. Wurm is not known for its character customization, so we're just gonna wing it here. Sure, why not? Ooh, that is some hair. Huh. Sure. Let's just change our hair color. Good enough. There, that got rid of that. We're gonna eat the bread. It's not going to let us drop the bread because it's bound to us. But what we can do is like shove it in our bank. We don't have a bank. It might be that we... Okay, well, we could go to the token. The token is where the bank would be. I don't know where the token is here. Should be nearby somewhere. Is it down here? Yeah, alright. There's the token. We're gonna put this as our bank. We're gonna drop... Oh, it won't let us. Okay, it won't let us drop our bread because it's bound to us, so that's okay. So we don't have a compass, we don't have weapons or armor, we have absolutely nothing. Oh, we have a glove we're not supposed to have. Okay, there we go. We have dropped the glove. So all that's left is our starter tent and a piece of bread. We can drop the starter tent as soon as we move out of the starter area. So that's what we're gonna do. And we are starting with absolutely nothing. I'm just gonna get the UI the way I like it here. Alright, ready to start our adventure. Welcome to episode 1 of Finders Keeper. That also includes no crafting of like a cart or a wagon. Now I'm undecided. I could go really strict, and since I've said no crafting, that means like no crafting. Or perhaps if we find all the bits to a cart, like the yoke and the planks and the wheels and everything, if we find absolutely everything, maybe we could attempt to build the build a wagon then. Okay, so right now we're just going to try to get off the perimeter of Sonata, the starter, so that we can drop our tent somewhere, because you cannot drop it on the perimeter. I don't know what all these little tents are doing out here. We're walking over Pete right now. Okay, there's another perimeter here. I just want to drop my tent. There's a highway. So, the first goal I have, or that I'd like to accomplish at least, is for us to find some weapons and some armor and some tools. So a shovel, a pickaxe, a sword of some kind, or a weapon of some sort, some crappy armor. That stuff would be ideal. And I'm thinking... Okay, can we drop this yet? Nope, we can't. I'm thinking, I'm hoping maybe that we will be able to forage and botanize a little bit of coin so we could get a merchant. Oh, we're actually on somebody's deed now. That's okay. We're gonna go this way until we get off somebody's deed, and then we're gonna try and get rid of this tent. We found a feather, some cotton, and some strawberries. None of that is very useful to us at this point. That's okay. So, everything here is player made. And people drop junk all the time. Are we still in a town? We are. Okay, can we like drop a tent here? Nope. Tents will decay very quickly, which is exactly what I want to happen. I want the tent to decay. We're not going to use this tent. We can't keep it. It's part of the rules of this little adventure. So, that's alright. Let's forage him. Oh, it's on somebody's deed still. Okay. We're just going to have to keep walking until we leave this deed. We do have some beginner buffs on us here. We have new player protection. Hello, horsey. I'd love to steal you, but I can't. Look, there's all kinds of stuff here. We could take this with us. Can I take it? Nope. So when it says it's bad karma, it means you're on somebody else's property. And you can't take things on other people's property. Alright, are we... I don't know how big... Okay, finally. We have left the town we were in. So let's see if we can get rid of... Okay, the ground is too wet. Fine, fine, fine. Oh, there's a crocodile. I don't want to walk near him. Hey, look, there's... Oh, that's part of a boat. We really don't need parts of a boat yet. Hey, we've already got 5 copper. Yay! That was really quick. So we found some money already. Now, I know there is merchants right back at that starter town, but we're not going back there right now. We just left. So let's drop all this crap on the ground. Not our coin. We're gonna keep that. Okay, let us drop our tent still, because it says the ground is too wet. Can we drop it here? Oh my god. We're on the perimeter still of the crazy town we've been trying to get away from. Okay. I think we can drop it here. Finally. So, technically speaking, when you drop a tent, it acts as your respawn point. I guess if we respawn here, it won't be that big of a deal. The other thing is, because we've put our bank at the starter village, we don't really have a good way. Like, if we die, we'll lose our money, so that will suck. And I expect that we will die eventually. I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping it's not right this instant, but who knows. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to walk out a little bit further and see if we can find some stuff that is actually useful to us. Maybe a random merchant on the way, or some stuff on the ground, like a death pile. That would be cool. I mean, not our death pile, obviously. So you can see, there we are, our character with no gear, no nothing, just wandering. Now, Wurm is a very slow-paced game, and it might not be for you, and that is perfectly fine. You know, that's it took me you know, a couple of tries to really get into it, and I absolutely love it. I love everything about it, but I totally get how it wouldn't be for everybody, and I'm not expecting it to be for everyone. But I really have a lot of fun with these little weird, unique ways of playing, and I hope that somebody else out there watching might also enjoy this type of gameplay. Oh my gosh, we are back in that deed that I don't want to be in. That deed is just gigantic. Okay, we're just gonna wander off. We're gonna harvest some snow piles. So, because we're not premium, you need 10 silver to get premium. But because we don't have 10 silver, we have 5 copper, our skills cap at 20. So there's very, very little that we'll be able to do. But, I mean, getting our fight skill up, that would be nice, but we're not going to do it with our hands. We also have to be cautious about how much we're carrying, because the weight of everything will hold us back. And we're not going to be able to build a house either. Haven't decided what I'm going to do about that one yet. We'll see. We'll see. So far, we're just harvesting and foraging and botanizing, hoping to find a little bit more money in case we happen to stumble into another merchant. So, ooh, a pile of items. Let's go check it out. Let's go see what it is. Maybe it's something useful. Nope. It is foraging and botanizing items. Definitely not useful. It's a good time of year in the game also to be finding things right now, because see how it's winter and there's snow everywhere? That means that items on the ground show up really nicely right now. Whereas in the other seasons, it's quite a bit more difficult to find things on the ground because the grass is like the same color as everything. What's wrong, Waffle? I hear you meowing. Cat in the background looking for attention. So this is somebody's pasture. Are we on a deed again? No, we're not. Okay. Can we go through here? Probably. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. So we are just walking a random direction. I have not played here. I do not know the server. I don't know the players. There's nobody in our local right this second. I do have chat. Freedom chat is the chat on the server that you're playing on. GL Freedom is the entire game. Everybody can see that. So Freedom chat would be cadence and specific. And right now there are 175 people on this server and there are 714 in Wurm altogether. Waffle, honey, what is up? Why are you meowing? Alright, I see some mushrooms. I see some sand. What? Oregano. That's not going to help us out. What? Our skills are rising at least. We've got 1.5 botanizing and 2.4 in foraging out of our cap of 20. Waffle, no. Oh, my apologies for the microphone. Waffle is being difficult. That's my cat. Go lay down. Okay, I'll pause this for a second, maybe. Nah, we're fine. Stop. There, out of the way. She just wants to be part of the experience too. Lots of snowballs. What's that? A pelt? I mean, a pelt, technically you use it for blacksmithing and a couple of other crafts, but we don't need one because we're not doing any crafting. So the tools I'm looking for are not crafting tools. We're not going to need a bunch of those, but we could use like a butchering knife. We could use a pickaxe, a shovel, stuff like that. I imagine we're probably going to spend most of the time doing foraging and botanizing because it's one of the easiest ways to acquire coin. And unless I see an abandoned deed and whatnot, like it's not guaranteed that we're going to stumble into something useful. And at least this has thank you, Waffle, for sitting right there. At least this has the potential for usefulness. Although our skill is so low right now that I'm not actually getting anything from a lot of these nodes. It just says you find something, but you aren't skilled enough to determine what it is, and you toss it away. So, all right, why not? Oh, we got some stone shards. Alright, nothing else useful here. That's okay. We're just gonna drop them back on the ground. We don't want it to weigh us down. I'm a little bit leery of wandering too far away from water as well. We're gonna need a water source since we do not have a container that we can put water in. Ooh, we're gonna keep that cotton. Cotton is useful. If we get injured, we can bandage ourselves. So that we'll keep. We could also make some healing covers, but I don't know. They at least, I think they weigh less than the cotton, so we might want a small combination of both. It'll depend. Ideally, we will be running away from anything that is going to be aggressive and coming after us. And right now we've got the new player blessing, which means that mobs are not going to really aggro us unless we are stepping right on top of them. So because I said no crafting, that means we can't even like craft our gear or anything like that. So we need to find some gear somewhere. Maybe somebody else has also dropped their beginner stuff somewhere on the ground randomly in the middle of here. So that would work, as long as we can find it. So yeah, the first goal will be finding a couple of tools and some gear and a weapon. Ideally, eventually, like long term, I would love it if we got enough coin for a deed. And then if we tried to build a deed by only using things we found, nothing harvested or crafted. I might have to be a little bit more lenient on the rules if that's the case, if we get enough for a deed, I might be like, okay, if we find the components of a house, we could build a house. But we have to find the components. That means nails and planks, not just logs. Because if we're processing the logs into planks, then that's basically crafting. I don't know. I want it to be a fun challenge, but not 100% impossible. If we were on Independence, we'd probably already have gear now. we'd already have a deed. I find, because I'm so familiar with it, I would know where to go to find an abandoned place, and we'd just be able to get started right away. Oh, we've been pierced by some thorns, and it interrupted our harvesting. Alright, we got some blueberries. We don't need that right now, though. Alright, let's continue on our way a little bit here. I will probably keep each episode quite short. Maybe around 40 minutes total. 40 minutes to an hour, something around there. But again, this is a pretty slow game, and things in Wurm go slow, so it won't be exciting. Unless, I mean, it might be exciting. Maybe something really awesome will happen. I don't know. I think I got lulled in there. We got that rare 5 coin, and I was like, oh my goodness, wow, this is gonna be so easy. We probably won't see anything for like the next 10 episodes. Knowing my luck. Alright, we got some hops and some pea pods. We're just gonna drop that on the ground, and let's wander a little bit more here before doing more foraging. I don't think this 5 copper is going to get us very far. Like, we won't be able to buy very much with it if we stumble into a merchant. We could sacrifice it for a meal if we really needed to. Ooh, they have the new walls up there. Let's go look at them. Ooh, there's a horse. Oh, with a saddle. He must belong to somebody. Is this somebody's deed that we're coming up to? Yeah, the perimeter is Broken Hill. And now we're in Broken Hill. So somebody's got a nice little wagon up there and a horse. And the new walls, the rustic ones, they just came out with the latest update. Wow, Waffle, seriously, buddy? I'm sorry, my cat is like just mooching for attention here. Ooh, what's this? Is this like a stick or a branch? A shaft. Let's take that with us. Can I use this as a weapon, I wonder? I mean, it needs to be repaired, and we can't repair it, but look, we've got it. I mean, it's not really a weapon at all, but it gives the appearance of a weapon. We'll take it with us. I don't think it actually works as a weapon. Okay, my cat is just biting and being bad everywhere right now. My apologies. Oh, we found some cabbage. And more cabbage. Oh, hey, we can put those bandages to use. The thorns that we came across did a little damage to us. It will heal over time, but why not work the first aid a little bit? We failed. Let's try that again. Everything in Wurm is skill-based, so you do a lot of failing in the early days. We failed again. That's okay. Let's try again. Are we getting better at it at least? No, we're not. On a failure, you don't get better, apparently. Bandaging. I don't know how you can fail slapping some cotton to a wound on your body, but apparently we're real bad at it. Let's try again. So a heal tick will go, and I mean, we will heal. There we go. We bandaged ourselves. Yay! Let's bandage our arm now. Well, we failed that one, but that's okay. So we got better at first aid. We gained 0.3. Yay! Hey, we have bandaged all our wounds. Look at us go. We rock. Alright, keep your eyes open for something useful, not a shaft. Ooh, what's this? Pile of items. Are you anything useful? No, you're not. Rosemary, basil, and belladonna. Not useful. This is probably all forage stuff. So, whoa. Waffle. Calm down, kitty. She just scared herself. Oh, is this somebody's deed or fallen deed? It might be a fallen deed. There's a loom just in the middle of nowhere. That's not gonna do us any good. Yeah, this is somebody's village. Okay, we'll go back up and go around. Ooh. There's a greenish wildcat. I don't think we could take that on with our bare hands. Alright, we're gonna continue to walk away from this. So we found 5 copper and a shaft. We got hurt by some thorns and we bandaged ourselves. That's a start. I have to sneeze, I think. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm back. There's a coffin. Let's go see if there's something in it. Maybe somebody left us some goodies. Sometimes people leave things there for newbies. Nope. Nothing. Wah wah. That's okay. Alright. I am not seeing a whole heck of a lot yet. That's okay. What is that? Is that something that's gonna eat us? Hopefully not. What's that? Something we can take? Nope. See, this is what I meant by, like, the snow helps you better than just the plain ground, but things are still pretty camouflaged when you start getting into, like, we're in the steppe right now. And it's harder to see. Let's walk up to the top of this hill and then survey our we can turn on climbing. Oh, there's some people in our local now. A random bunch of fences out here. Somebody must have tried to pen up some animals or something. Looks like there's a random shack. Let's go check it out. I don't know if it's been abandoned or if it was just a beginner. Well, there's the highway, so we're not too far from anything right now. Let's go check out this house and see if there's... It says there's a public use anvil in there. There's a gravestone. A saw. Can we take the saw? Hey, we got ourselves an iron saw. It does not do us any good, but that's okay. Maybe there's something... What is this? Some wolf fur. Use wolf fur for beds. Oh, this is, nope. Can't do anything there. That's an iron vein. I'm not about to mine that iron. Alright, let's keep walking a little bit, and then we will call this first episode completed, I think. That's not so bad. We didn't get a weapon or any armor, but we got a saw. It doesn't really come in handy for us at this point, but that's okay. It's also a beginner saw. It can't be improved. So it's basically just like the saw that we dropped at the starter village. That's alright. It's a start. I can hear some people working away on stone cutting, I think. I hear some stone being cut. Alright, there's a ton of people on local. That's very interesting for me because the server I regularly play on, it's usually pretty quiet. I could go like a whole day or 2 or 3 or 4 without running into anybody. Hey, what's this? What do we find here? Is this like random cool stuff that we can pillage? Let's find out. Oh, nope. We're in somebody's deed now. Alright. This is the border of it right here. So that's okay. More mushrooms. I saw a guard tower, I think, on the other side of this. I don't know if this is... Ah! Whoops. Alright. I don't know if this is also somebody's deed. We'll go check it out. We are on the perimeter of New Emanion Ranch Annex. Looks like they're used to... Oh, and now we're in Atlantis. Hey, there's a merchant. Are you selling anything? They are not selling anything that we can afford. We have 5 coppers. So we cannot... And we don't want any of this stuff anyway. That's okay. Is that the only... Yeah, it looks like it's the only merchant. This is somebody's nice deed they've got here, overlooking their horse pen. Alright, well, you know what? It's nice and safe here, so we're going to call this the end of the first episode of Finders Keepers. So, at the end of the first episode, we've got 5 copper coins, 1 cotton and a little bit, because we used it to heal ourselves up, a saw, and this awesome shaft that has a lot of damage on it. There, now we've got a saw for a weapon, which, I mean, it won't function as a weapon, but that's okay. Got no gear and very little skills. If you open up our thing here, we've gained a little bit of body control, some mind logic, some soul depth, and we've gained 2.3 points in foraging and 1.7 in botanizing. Hey, and a little bit of repair too. And of course there's our first aid. We've gained 0.5 in first aid. So, I mean, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I'm hoping to do about 1 episode a week. It might become a little more frequent depending on like life and what's going on and whatnot. We'll see how it goes. But I hope you've enjoyed the first episode, and I'm looking forward to doing more on Finders Keepers. As always, happy gaming no matter where you find yourself. Bye.